All right, this is Jill Valley. We're listening to some Billie Jean, but we're also watching Air Force One make its approach to the Missoula airport. The attention of the people on the bleachers is completely behind us because they're watching the plane as it begins to land. Now, this is a special treat for these people because most of the time rally goers are in a different arena and they never see this part of the president's trip. This time they're going to actually watch the plane land and taxi and presumably be able to watch the president come out of the airplane. So in that regard, this is something unique and special for the thousands of people who have come here. And I've seen that airplane, as Mike, you probably have too. It's impressive. It's very big. You could run the country from that thing. And it's about to land at the Missoula International Airport.
Right. It's a big deal. You know, there's a lot of people outside as well. And I wonder how many more. We got about 4,000 or 5,000 maybe in here. And there's probably 2,000 outside. We'll be able to see the plane. And if there's any doubt that this is a political rally, I think that was dispelled right off the bat here with the speech by Senator Days and Representative Forte. We heard a lot of the themes we're probably going to hear tonight from the president. He's going to be talking about the economy. He's going to be talking about immigration. He's going to be talking about building that wall. And also we heard Forte talking about the leftist mobs, another theme that is all kind of gin up the boat and get people out the boat, asking them if they're going to get out and vote for Forte and Matt Rosendale.
People love to rally. They love to yell lock her up, which they've done. They like to yell build the wall, which they did. We'll probably hear that a few more times during the president's speech, because for a lot of these people, this is a party atmosphere. It's an experience that they normally wouldn't have an opportunity to participate in. I'm not sure how many people were unable to get into the venue, but we are packed in here pretty tightly. The people in the VIP section, the bleachers behind the president, all have their eyes trained on the sky. I can't see the plane yet myself, but hopefully you guys can through our live camera on our satellite truck. It will be a pretty impressive sight as it starts to taxi in. And even more exciting for these folks if they get to see the president emerge from the plane.
That's right. But also, they reminded people why they're here. They're not here just here to see the president. They're here to get out the boat and tell their friends to go out and vote, and reminding them that don't sit in your hands when it comes around election 2.5 weeks from now.
And I've mentioned this before, that we haven't had a president in Missoula in over 60 years, so I know a lot of people are here just for that experience. I actually talked to a woman earlier this week and asked her, are you going to go to the rally? And she said she was because she supports the president. However, she did not necessarily think John Tester was doing that bad of a job. So, where there's a lot of cheering for Matt Rosendale, Election Day will be their true test of if rallies like this being the third one in Montana, will have done what the president has set out to do, and that is get Matt Rosendale in the U.S. Senate.
Of course, that's the question. Will they vote for Rosendale? They elect President Trump, sure, but in the last election in 2016, we had Governor Bullock on the ballot. Even though President Trump won Montana by 20 points, somehow Governor Bullock won election as well. So the question is going to be, are the same people going to come out and vote for Senator Tester, or they're going to come out and vote for Rosendale? Everything they said tonight was trying to tie the agenda of President Trump to Matt Rosendale. We great the important saying, if you want Trump to be here because you like the president, you better go out and vote for these guys, and everyone's going to carry that agenda forward.
Mitch McConnell, the majority leader in the Senate, I may have mentioned this before, there are about 9 Senate races that are hotly contested. Of course, Montana's race between John Tester and Matt Rosendale being one of them. He called it a knife fight in an alley. That is how hardcore two sides, the Republicans and Democrats, are playing this. And if you think about it, to have the president come to Montana 3 times in just a few months shows how important this race is to the president and his Republican supporters. Oh, they've turned down Billie Jean. That's good. So now maybe I can hear. We're still waiting for the airplane. Now people are pointing to the sky. You mentioned this was like a rock show or rock concert?
Yeah. It's pretty much the same soundtrack, everyone I've seen so far here in Montana. Yes.
Takes a long time to get Air Force One to land. It is a giant airplane. I have a lot of friends who are really excited about seeing that airplane because they're aviation enthusiasts. I know even the airport director in Missoula, Chris Jensen, was excited to see Air Force One here as well. It is a big, bright, shiny plane, and we believe it is going to come into our view here fairly quickly. Of course, I have to judge it by the people on the VIP bleachers who are taking video and watching this plane come in.
Looking out that way, maybe they see something coming in there.
Yeah, I think Air Force One is hard to miss.
You know, you mentioned earlier about this being one of the top Senate races in the country, and it is. And I think a lot of the question that people are asking is how close is this race? You've seen polls that show test up.
It just
Here we
landed.
go.
Yeah. That is one big airplane. And people are going crazy. From our vantage point, there are probably 1,000 cell phones shot up in the air so they could get video of the plane. My understanding is that it's going to come closer too, so people will be able to actually see it. It's curious that the president doesn't have to go far between the plane and the podium.
No, it looks like he's definitely going to be on time. He's scheduled to speak at 6:30, about 25 minutes from now. And I imagine it's a pretty short drive from the plane over here to the hangar.
The plane will go down the runway and then presumably make a turn and come back this direction. We have one of our own reporters, Ken Lutson, who has the opportunity to travel with the White House media. So he will be able to be with the national reporters after the president departs the airplane. I got to do that last time in Great Falls. It's an interesting perspective to watch national media cover a president. They travel in the back of the plane, they come out first, and then later, after they take the stairs up to the car, the president will come down, wave to the crowd, greet the dignitaries, and then he'll come here. I don't know if he has a warm-up act by his son, which he sometimes does, but his rally should be starting in a half hour or so.